This week on The Snack, Justin Baldoni's lawsuit, Jennifer Aniston hard launches, and People magazine names its Sexiest Man Alive. This is a Dear Media production. Enjoy! Hi, guys! Oh my God, I don't know if Ashley say hi, guys. Okay, you can say hi, guys.
Hi, boys.
You guys, this
Hey,
is
boys.
a monumental day. For the first time in 8 years, I have a co-host who is not Ashley.
I mean, the pressure is insane, and I am not the person that does well.
I've never said hi, guys, into an echo chamber before. No one says it back. That was like doing a solo podcast.
Look, I'm just here to support you. I'm not trying to take Ashley's role, although if I do well, it'd be great to maybe do a back and forth.
To get that money.
Yeah, to get that money. I'm looking at yachts already.
So I'm going to introduce you.
Yeah.
So Ashley is on her honeymoon, and we will do a wedding recap of everything that happened next week. But in the meantime, we're going to let her enjoy her honeymoon. And my co-host today is a very good friend of ours. He is a very funny comedian. He is probably the most repeat guest we've had on this show. Please welcome to the show, Andrew Collin.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey. No, it's great to be here. It is so funny that people are checking to see if it's the wedding episode and it's just me
you?
talking about Justin Baldoni or whatever.
No, I'm really proud of you because
Okay.
these episodes are a lot to prep for, and I go through hours and hours of all the pop culture news, and I have to read every article and every website. And I sent it to you this morning. I was like, please catch up on Britney Spears and Justin Baldoni and this TikTok trend, and you really did it.
Well, you sent it to me at 11:15 last night. And I mean, that's very professional. And I did see it, but I was half asleep. I'll be
I knew
honest.
you weren't gonna read it.
I read it this morning.
Okay.
I read it this morning while my wife was yelling at me that I was ignoring her while she was having a bit of a panic attack.
You guys don't fight.
No, we do.
Really? I can't imagine Brenna ever getting mad about anything.
One time, I said, I'm going to call the cops. And she said, call the cops. But that was really just...
You know why? Because she has little girl sweet face. So cops would show up and she would be like, I didn't do anything, officer, and they would arrest you.
Oh, I'd be done. It's
Yes.
never... Yeah, it would have been horrendous. But... That was the only time it got to cops. We're not usually a cop couple.
Okay, I would hope not. I would really hope not, especially because you guys stayed at my house this weekend. Just the cops are there. I see on the security cams, cops are walking in my house.
It is nice to get in a fight in a big enough house to where you don't have to worry about the neighbors calling the cops on you. That is nice.
I thought you were going to say we could go to separate rooms and just cool down.
No.
Andrew.
Yeah.
I lived in New York. I've lived in New York with two different men, and there's nowhere to go to cry except for your bathroom.
That's true.
There's one room in the whole apartment.
I know, it is tough. Where are you going to go? Underneath the couch?
Where do you cry?
In your Murphy bed? In the wall?
You go in the wall.
Yeah, I go inside the wall.
You get inside the kitchen cabinets.
Don't mind me.
Go under the sink.
She opens it up. I'm like, here's a plate.
Okay, you know what I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you, because you and I were texting about the episode, and you literally text. I sent you long. I'm going to give you guys what I said to Andrew and how he responds. I sent long, thoughtful messages, and he
Call
wrote,
the cops.
He wrote smart. I said something else for sure. I sent a very long message. He wrote sounds good, period. I sent another series of long messages. I'm being very nice, by the way. Just share. He writes sounds good, period, again. I said more information. He says will do. I said more information. Got it. You text I text when I am so mad at my man.
Yeah, I pretty much just wrote K 5 times.
Yes.
But you know what? I wish I was that person in real life.
You so aren't. That's why it catches me off guard.
Cool. Can you imagine? Just go. I'll just be like, this is me if I was cool.
You are the personification of K, period, in text messages, and the exact opposite in real life.
No doubt.
You are... You're and I mean this is such a compliment. You're one of the girls. You can gossip, and you were at my house all day on Sunday with just a room full of girls.
I know, but I mean, it's a business text. I've had problems where I've over-explained myself in the past, and I think it makes me look weak.
Is that because you were raised in a family of brothers and everyone made fun of you for everything?
My puffy nipples, I would go in the pool with my shirt on for years.
Did you blow on a hot drink before you drank it and they just made fun of you for an hour?
I got pretty, I mean, my brothers are smarter than me. My older brother is brilliant. like his bar mitzvah money, he invested it in like Apple, and I bought a used jet ski. So that's where we're at.
You wrote one of your best jokes about that jet ski, and that's what's important.
That is all that matters. The funniest part, it was a different jet ski, but it's fine. Anyhow.
All right, guys, we are going to thank some of our partners and then get right into it. Thanks to Skims. Shop our favorite pajamas at skims.com and Article. Head to article.com for a beautiful new sofa, dining table, or bed. Addie, learn more at addie.com. Saks Fifth Avenue, head to Saks Fifth Avenue or Saks.com for inspiring ways to elevate your personal style. Quo, get started for free plus 20% off your first month at quo.com/GGE. And finally, Merit Beauty, get a free signature makeup bag with your first order at meritbeauty.com.
That was great.
It's crazy to do this without Ashley.
Why, does she usually read the ads?
We trade off back and forth.
Nice.
Yes. So anyways, we start off every week with a report.
Okay, give it to me.
I've named this report the Hot Man Report.
Got it.
Because
of me?
Because you're here.
And I'm hot.
You are hot.
I'm okay.
You have glowed
My
up.
skin's falling apart, I think.
You're much like you've glowed up every year like me. But that's common for men.
Well, I just started using skincare.
Yeah, you met a woman. She's an esthetician.
Yeah.
Brenna's an esthetician.
My wife is an esthetician, and if I go out in the without suntan lotion, she wants to murder me, and it's scary. But now I have 3 steps. You have
3-step skincare routine?
Yeah.
Okay, so our first article is the mugshots of the Louvre heist guys was released. And
yes.
This might be the most people have sent me a TikTok or anything like this. They are unconscionably sexy.
Okay. I mean, the blue eyes. It reminds me of the one guy that ended up being a model. When he got out, he married some billionaire heiress. Do you remember that guy?
No.
Oh, he was the hottest, probably the hottest mugshot ever. They're good looking. It's amazing what guys can get away with. Like Luigi was hot.
These guys are unconscionably good looking, and I didn't expect it. Like, I saw people, like, climbing the Louvre and then escaping. You don't expect them to be these, like, really young. That guy looks like Dale Moss, but hotter.
Well, he looks like the kind of guy that can make money without robbing the Louvre.
He
could do any. He could sell his penis.
A hot person job.
Yeah.
Like a host at a restaurant.
That's
a hot person job.
Okay, now I see why he robbed the Louvre.
A cocktail waitress. Yes, he could be an OnlyFans model. I mean, he has so many options besides robbing the Louvre. Both of them do.
I mean, it is incredible how quickly people do not care about a crime if you're good looking. It really is. Like, I just...
That's why I had to have a real job.
I had to pay $5,300 for my cat to go to the emergency room.
Uh-huh.
And Brennan told me we had pet insurance. And I said, they don't pay human insurance, and I'm going to have to shoot the pet insurance CEO, like Luigi. But no one would get behind that because I'm too old and my skin is too loose. Yes. And I thought about how hot you have to be to murder a pet insurance CEO. Uh-huh. And I think Glenn Powell would be the only man imaginable that could get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to be so hot.
Without even doing it on purpose, you've perfectly segued into our next article, which is that People magazine named this year's Sexiest Man Alive. Glenn Powell, always in the running.
Yeah.
People are obsessed with him. He was in the running this year as well. Did you know that you don't have to accept it?
What?
So,
what happens?
Some people they take themselves a little too seriously to be people's hottest man alive. Like Pedro Pascal has famously rejected this year after year after year. He doesn't want to be known for how sexy he is.
And they just keep going back. They just love a guy that plays like hard to get.
They're like, are you less successful this year? Maybe you'll take it this year.
Honestly, in a year from now, I think I'll take it.
Yes.
Can I tell you something really quick?
Yeah.
And not to go back to the old story, but to go back because I've done my research. It's not them. It's not real. Those aren't the guys. I'm sorry.
Who are the guys?
They don't have photos up. And I apologize for ruining this sex dream you're going to have where you don't need any computer, just your mental mind. It's not them.
You don't think they're the sexiest men alive?
No. Those aren't the robbers. That's made up.
The robbers are the sexiest men alive? What's made up?
The Louvre robbers that you just showed me are not the guys that actually robbed the Louvre. That is made up. That's how much research I did. They're not real. They are real, but they're not the real robbers. I'm nervous. I'm falling apart. Do you see what I'm saying?
Wait,
Yes. All it took was one Google search. No. You got to keep it. You got to keep that. That's not them. I swear. What?
Let me Google this right now.
I'm telling you, look it up. I see. Like, I guess one of us dove in. You know, I deep dive. Did you type in "it's fake"? Yeah, one of the guys was Chase Crawford.
No, it's not Chase Crawford.
That was a different. That was a different one, but it's not real. It's fake. Fact check. I know. I ruined a fantasy for thousands of women out there.
No, it's important you ruined
a
it.
few men and me. Yeah. Trust me, I want it to be real.
I really wanted that to be
Oh
real.
my God.
All right. Well, People's Sexiest Man Alive is real.
Yes, that's real.
All right. Let's talk about it. This year's star is Jonathan Bailey. Are you familiar with him?
From the article, to be honest. And I saw Wicked, and I put it together.
Okay.
And I know he's from Bridgerton. You know, he's a hot man. I did, you know what it was? I watched a video of him on Fallon, and this is how insecure I am with myself. When he hugged Fallon and he turned a little bit, he had a little bit of a bald spot, like a very tiny, and it made me very happy.
That like stars are just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me made me happy with myself.
I mean, I think it's a good point. It's like a little more of a serious topic, but like all these people that you see with like perfect bodies, perfect hair, perfect skin, I mean, a lot of money and surgery goes into that, and filters and Botox and all these things. And then they're media trained, so they seem cooler than the average person too. Like none of this is, everyone started off as just like a random dude.
Yeah, he talks, I watched him speak. Everything's like, every 3 words is a smile.
I mean,
have you ever noticed how I feel like, and it's not laughing, it's just their teeth just show up. Mm-hmm. Like mine aren't. I have too little. They're disgusting. I have little chiclet teeth, but they're just, you know. It's just, I don't know. There's something about him. He's extremely charismatic.
I think that's media training, though, right?
Yeah.
Like because people are so ripped to shreds today. For everything that they say, you can get a tiny soundbite and it'll ruin your career. I think like less is more. That's why I don't know. Have you ever seen Jennifer Lawrence give interviews?
I saw recently the one where she doesn't want to talk about politics anymore.
Well, she is so famous in interviews because she's like silly and goofy. She tripped on the steps on the way up to accept like an Oscar or something. Mm-hmm. People are obsessed with her because she seems like so real, and you almost never see a celebrity like that. Like I laugh too hard to be a real celebrity.
No, it
Scratch
sticks
my
out.
face up all ugly.
No, but I think that what sets you apart. I think when everyone is media trained, if you're a little bit off, it goes a long way. But you can't be way off. Like there is a line. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and I think she did a very good job of showing that she's a human, and then she got more and more surgery and more robotic now in hers, because now maybe she wants to be taken seriously as an actress. But that ruins your whole why people loved you.
But, like, you get so much hate for being authentic. And I read this long profile on Vanity Fair about Anne Hathaway. And she is famously not liked that much. Like, people just find her, like, not relatable, like, stiff and uptight. And she says, like, I know that I come across like that, but I've been famous since I was, like, 14, 15 years old, like Princess Diaries. And she's been ripped to shreds by the media so much. And she's like, this is the personification of what happens when, like, everybody has an opinion about you for 25 years. You just kind of, like, cease to exist as a real person. Mm-hmm. I get it. Couldn't be me. I'm too ridiculous.
No, I think you're naturally yourself. I mean, this past week, we don't need to get into that.
No, you could tell me.
No, at the wedding, you married Ashley and the guy, Pretty Eye, Hazel Eye, what do you call him?
Sparkle Eyes.
Sparkle Eyes.
Pretty Eyes.
What do I call him?
Hazel
Eyes. I got there.
Hazel Eyes. Cute.
I actually didn't get there.
Okay.
And you were 1,000% not media trained. Like it was, like if you were more famous, that would take you down, and it was amazing.
I don't actually think it would take me down. I think that was honestly. I lay in bed at night and think about the ceremony speech that I gave and how funny it was.
It was great.
And I'm going to recap it with Ashley on our episode. But they did their vows together, and the three of us were on this little platform. And I said, I'm going to hand you the mic and let you do your vows, and they go back and forth. And this goes on for, it was beautiful. It went on for a long time. I mean, long time, I'd say in quotes, like 6 minutes, like 3 minutes each, 4 minutes each. But I just stood there and I didn't know what to say. I mean, I don't know who to look at or what to do. And they finished and I just said, like, I've never felt like such a cuck in my life.
Yes.
And I don't think anyone's ever said cuck in a wedding ceremony speech.
I don't think so either. I think there's probably 4 or 5 things that have never been said.
What's another one?
I don't. One of them was very like a dark joke about an ex.
Yes, I did say some crazy shit.
And then my favorite probably was you bringing up your own family. And she goes, your families really love each other. Your families are great, unlike my family.
It was my favorite ceremony speech I've ever heard. I was really happy about it.
I mean, there were some moments that it was incredible. And I think there is a line, though, where you say, yeah, you do get crushed by the media if you step out of that. But I also think it can really help your career by stepping out a little bit. And a little bit.
I mean, I think sometimes that's why it's hard for comedians to reach like this mega fame level because like we're trained to say crazy stuff.
Well, tell the truth.
Tell the truth, yes. Yeah,
there's nothing like that can get in the way of your fame than being honest.
It's true. And I watched you did a podcast with Nikki Glaser for many, many, many years, and you've been on the road with her for many years, and you're very like bonded to her. And I bring her up because she did your New Year's Eve show at the Improv in LA, and I watched her run her speech for I always get it, the Oscars, the Emmys.
It was the Hazel Eyes. Golden Globes.
I every time I'm about to talk about her doing this speech, I'm like, I'm not going to land the plane. So the Golden Globes, and it was really like, it was touchy who she was going to pick on and what she was going to say about them. There's a lot of like landmines of like, you can go so far, but you can't cross the line. And she just did like a phenomenal job.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I wrote jokes on the roast of Tom Brady and I wrote jokes for the Golden Globes, and it is way easier to write just the meanest jokes possible of the Brady roast because you can be as honest and as cruel but fun, but like really dive in. And then the Golden Globes, you have to be more media trained a little bit. You can only write surface jokes. There was nothing too mean. Really, if you look at it, it's extremely different. And it's smarter. And that's why she's doing so well, because she's smart enough to go, okay, I can't do the roast of Tom Brady at the Golden Globes.
Wait, this is because a really fascinating behind the scenes.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I forget that. I'm behind there. But yeah, like look at the jokes, compare them, and you'll see that it's a completely different set in regards to that. And she did not go in at the Golden Globes. Yeah. Ricky Gervais went in. Ricky Gervais would treat it. But she also, at the time, didn't feel like she was famous enough. Mm-hmm. There is a level of fame where you're on the inside, where you're not going to get crushed. Also, the year before, the guy bombed so hard on the Golden Globe. There was pressure for a comedian to come in, and he was just mean and not funny.
You're right, though. There's a line.
Yeah.
It's a big, thick line for something like the Golden Globes where, like, you can't cross it. And even when I watched her run the set at the Improv, which was phenomenal, some of the meanest jokes that she told, she cut them.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, I really like those jokes. But then, like, you realize, like, why she did it. And I think every headline would have been how terribly she picked on people.
Yeah.
If she ran those jokes.
People are expecting a roast comedian to go hard. But because she was able to do so well without doing that, it also shows versatility.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Like
huge range.
Yeah, huge range. So then she got asked to do it again. Ugh. I think if she went hard in the paint, like really hard, like she would for a roast, who knows, and that would be more selfish too. Like there's also a thing where you got to realize the Globes are bigger than you are as a presenter.
Yes.
So anyhow,
I love that BTS. That was so interesting.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I love her.
Yeah, she's great. She's hosting SNL this week.
I know she is. I can't wait to watch it.
I know, wow.
That's amazing. All right, well, I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to truncate some of these headlines because you're just so fun to talk to. All right, Jennifer Aniston, she finally went Instagram official with Jim Curtis, who's her current boyfriend. She captioned it, "My love, happy birthday, my love, cherished." He is sexy, zaddy. He is so hot.
I had no idea who he was.
Sexiest Man Alive.
I thought he was an actor.
Uh-huh.
And then I did my research.
Oh my God, Andrew, tell me what he does.
Okay, he's a love guru. He essentially like helps relationships and tells people how to have confidence. And essentially every one of his videos is like, if you love yourself, you can get someone to have sex with you. And he was able to do it. He loves himself enough. And Jennifer Aniston was needed self-help enough where this is what I love about Jennifer Aniston. She got his book. She read the book and was like, "Oh, what I'm gonna take from this is I'm gonna have sex with the guy who wrote it." And that just shows
me coded, isn't it?
It's like it's a perfect level of fame. It's like I'm not gonna use his teachings. I'm just gonna fuck the source, which is awesome.
This is the most me thing. You know, when we first started the podcast, like I would just watch comedians on Netflix and be like, "That guy is so hot," and then I'd invite him on the show. Like I still remember watching Ari Shaffir's comedy special in like I don't know 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy is so hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Similar to Jim Curtis, Ari Shaffir.
I thought it was so sexy back
Yeah.
then. And he has this whole special about not wanting kids, and I thought it was so funny and so like unique back then. I mean, everybody talks about not wanting kids today, but I'd never really heard somebody talk about it like that. And I was like, gotta get him on the podcast.
Yes.
Chris DiStefano.
It makes sense.
We had you on because we wanted to have a pet episode.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with how hot I was.
But he's a hypnotist. He's a hypnotherapist.
That's another thing. I mean, is at what point does that stop? You know what I mean? Like
the hypnotizing.
Yeah, maybe she's just hypnotized. Maybe he's got Aniston in a spell. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And where does hypnotist and where does like a Casanova, you know what I mean? Like a guy that's very smooth. Like, where does that's just a form of being a hypnotist a little bit?
I don't know. I got love bombed pretty hard by a total sociopath recently.
And how'd that go?
I've been pretty fucked up for a few weeks.
Did he write a book?
No, but I wrote a great comedy set about it. Like, the good thing about what you and I do is, like, we can just write about it and, like, make fun of it on stage.
Fucking love bombing. I've never love bombed someone. What can you give an example of the bomb?
I forget who said this to me the other day. She said the only difference between like love bombing and the guy who actually means it is just that he likes you.
Oh, yes. And he's not just in it for himself.
Yes.
I feel like a love bomb, he's essentially loving you for him, not for you.
Well, it's just, is this to manipulate somebody or
Yeah.
not? That's the only difference is like when somebody starts telling me how amazing I am, I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but what sucks is you get love bombed and then you get ghosted after having sex, and then you think the next guy is just love bombing you, but it might be sincere, and then it's all ruined. And then,
I know it ruins it for people that really mean it. I try to like not let the sins of the people in the past affect anybody in the future. And again, when people tell me that I'm amazing, I'm just like, you right.
Damn.
And he knows me pretty well. So like the love bombing was like, I was like, well, obviously he believes this stuff.
Yeah.
We've been friends for a long time.
Man, and you don't expect it.
Don't expect
Oh, that's a long game, love bomb.
Yeah.
Friends for years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. You know, the lesson
And then
here
you go, well, he's never told me this. So he must have been thinking it the whole time.
Here's the lesson is I should stop sleeping with my friends.
Yes. Dude, there are things that guys do, and I think probably women, but speaking as a guy, where you might have sex and then you could come off ghosting where it's like, what a piece of shit. But he might be so insecure in himself and like who he is and the awkwardness that happened because of it that but I don't think him.
He loves himself.
Yeah.
He is so self-impressed. No.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it at lunch when we
Anyhow.
leave. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll get right back into it. All right, I'm telling you guys about Skims. It is literally, I think it's the shirt that I'm wearing. Actually, I love their bras, but I am obsessed with their pajamas. So I have the Skims soft lounge set. I have it in green and black. I mean, I've had it for years. I have a red one. I wear it around the house. Honestly, I work from home, so it's like my favorite around the house outfit as well. The quality is amazing. And like, I usually sleep naked, and it's like one of the things I really like sleeping in because I like the feel of the material on my body. I love the colors, and also I love Skims as a gift for the holidays. So it's gift giving time. Their shipping is like always really quick, and it's just a really nice quality. Like, you know, you're going to give somebody something that they love, and Actually, I'm wearing all Skims today. I'm wearing
Same.
Skims shirts, Skims bra. They have gifts for men, Andrew.
All right, give me up.
They have great gifts for men. But their pajamas really are second to none. They roll out new stuff all the time, and it is great to sleep in, great for an around the house outfit, and for a gift. You guys can shop our favorite pajamas at skims.com, and after you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcast in the survey, and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. And if you're looking for the perfect gifts for everyone on your list, the Skims holiday shop is now open at skims.com. And you guys know that I am literally obsessed with home design. An article is the best place to figure out how to upgrade your space, make it beautiful, make it cozy this fall and winter. Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price. I mean, pick a room in the house and you can redesign it with Article. And if you guys don't know how to kind of design a room, they have a great website and a great Instagram that shows you just how to like design everything and curate a space. Andrew, what's a room you want to coordinate?
I'd love to coordinate my living room.
Okay,
Raina.
great. Let's. All right. I love this cigar 92-inch leather sofa. It's in an Indiana brown. I'm liking leather right now. It's just the white look. I'm trying to like redecorate a little bit. And so it's high quality. It's beautiful. They have tons of different styles you guys can choose from.
I love that.
I lost my place. They have all kinds of styles. They have mid-century modern, coastal, Scandi-inspired pieces. They take great care in curating everything. The packaging is meticulous. The weight and feel of the product is great. You can tell that it's high quality. The shipping is fast and affordable. There's assembly. You can watch them drive to your house on the date that you chose for delivery. Support is great, and they have 30-day satisfaction guarantees. So you guys know you're going to get a quality product that's beautiful, that you're going to love. And if you don't, Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee will allow you to shop with confidence, knowing if you're not completely happy, you can return it. If you're in the market for a beautiful new sofa, dining table, or bed, head over to article.com. Okay, and Addie, our little pink pill sponsor, is becoming a whole vibe of its own.
I know. I have been hearing about it and seeing it everywhere.
I just saw Gwyneth was talking about Addie, and I heard some other celebrities like Jenny Garth say Addie has helped them.
I love knowing that low libido is becoming less faux pas to discuss and women can talk about what's really helping them. And for many of them, that's Addie. So a quick reminder for the listeners, Addie is the little pink pill clinically proven to boost frustrating low libido in certain premenopausal women. In fact, clinical trials reported women having more satisfying sex each month.
Hell yes, the Addie vibe is a sexy vibe.
So sexy. Addie, clinically proven to boost libido. Ask your doctor if Addie is right for you or go to addyi.com to find a provider. And you can use coupon code GGE for a $10 telemed appointment at addie.com.
Addie, or flibanserin, is for premenopausal women with acquired generalized hypoactive sexual desire disorder, HSDD, who have not had problems with low sexual desire in the past, who have low sexual desire no matter the type of sexual activity, the situation, or the sexual partner. The low sexual desire is troubling to them and is not due to a medical or mental health problem, problems in the relationship, or medicine or other drug use. Addie is not for use in men or to enhance sexual performance. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is increased if you drink 1 to 2 standard alcoholic drinks close in time to your Addie dose. Wait at least 2 hours after drinking before taking Addie at bedtime. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is also increased if you take certain prescriptions, over-the-counter or herbal medications, or have liver problems. Low blood pressure and fainting can happen when you take Addie, even if you don't drink alcohol or take other medicines. Do not take if you are allergic to any of the ingredients in Addie. Allergic reactions may include hives, itching, or trouble breathing. Sleepiness, sometimes serious, can occur. Common side effects include dizziness, nausea, tiredness, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, and dry mouth. See full PI and medication guide, including boxed warning, at addie.com/PI or call 844-PINK-PILL. Addie.
Go to addyi.com to find a provider and use coupon code GGE for a $10 telemed appointment at addie.com.
Okay, our next headline. This is a big one. Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds comes to a dramatic end. Are you familiar with the lawsuit?
I am. I am somewhat.
I'm not going to test you on it.
I thought you were going to go into a test. Okay. Yes, I know that she first civil case sued him, and then he countersued for $400 million, which, by the way, if you get sued, like, what's a number that would be, like, insulting? You know what I mean? Like, $400 million, if someone sued me for that's how successful they think I am. It is a subtle flex to get sued for a shit ton of money.
I would be so flattered.
I know.
So this
for
is not
$400, I'd be flattered.
for that article couch.
Yeah, I got to get that cigar, baby.
So, by the way, they have a court date scheduled for March of 2026. So this lawsuit that she filed against him is still going forward.
Yes.
This is the countersuit. So he filed a countersuit against her for $400 million. He filed like a larger suit in response. So in June 2025, the judge dismissed the $400 million lawsuit, finding that many statements by Lively were legally protected and legal standards for defamation or extortion weren't met. And he was allowed to file an amendment complaint. And the deadline was October 31st. And he just didn't.
I know. But something I saw is so he could then appeal. It'd be easier for him to appeal in the future.
Okay.
Because it seems like an error that if you had a good lawyer and they just forgot to do that, that's insane. Obviously, there's probably a reason behind it.
I mean, I just think it's so funny. This is a $400 million lawsuit. They just forgot.
There's no way they just forgot. It would be amazing, though, if they did. It would be incredible.
This is like so much ado about nothing you're going to forget.
Yeah. Oh, man. You know?
It's crazy. The amount of text messages and phone calls, voice notes, video that they subpoenaed that was released to the public, and they just forgot.
I know. It kind of reminds me of like, well, no, it's actually nothing like that. But if you get your real estate license, you just have to like renew, and it costs it costs like $15 to renew, and then you just don't do it, and then it just ruins your whole. Like that's what it reminds me of like such a simple thing. After you've done so much, which isn't a real estate. Well, for all you realtors out there,
but this is unearthing so much like personal information and communication between like him and Blake Lively and the other cast and the production, and to just be like,
dude,
I got busy.
Might be. There was a $500 million lawsuit. Sorry, you cheap ass bitch.
But I got nervous when I saw the headline because like all has been building to this for me. I'm like foaming at the mouth for March 2026 for this lawsuit to go forward. And I thought it all went away. And hope is not lost. We will get the lawsuit. So Blake Lively's suit, the original claims against him, are still alive and well and scheduled for next year.
And that's a civil case. So she's just going to go after money as well. I don't know exactly how much. Part of this, too, I think he wanted his lawyers just to focus on that case for now. I think that was the other reason why they ignored it. But, yeah, is it going to be televised? Is it going to be on?
God, I fucking hope so.
Oh, fucking, it would be huge.
Like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I can't remember, like, what the, like...
I just remember the poop. That's all I remember is the poop. The poop that was left on a pillow. And that's all,
But, like, what are the standards for televising a court case? I actually don't know.
Depends how hot they are. They look like the Louvre guys.
The fake Louvre guys.
The fake
Andrew,
Louvre.
you really let me up on that one.
My bad. I didn't mean to call you out.
Can any trial be televised?
Or type in, is Blake Lively's trial going to be televised?
In the U.S.? Okay, it says, no, not any trial can be televised in the U.S. It varies by court, with federal crime trials being prohibited, while most state courts allow cameras at a judge's discretion.
I find it weird that any court cases are televised.
I find it crazy, too. Federal civil and bankruptcy proceedings may have live audio access, but federal criminal trials are generally not televised. So a criminal trial, but this is a civil suit.
So it's not going to be on TV.
No, they're saying just like the poop thing with Amber Heard, that's a civil suit. It's not a criminal trial.
Oh, wow.
But wasn't O.J. Simpson televised?
See, that, honestly, with so much at stake, I think what happens is TV stations and the news is all behind that as well, because they know it's going to just add ratings everywhere.
You think it's about big TV?
Yeah, it's about big TV.
Okay, so this AI, ChatGPT says the Blake Lively trial is not expected to be televised because it's taking place in a federal court, which has strict rules prohibiting cameras in the courtroom. While some limited pretrial hearings might access, blah, 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 the main trial itself will not be televised. What a
She
huge
would have been
miss.
great on the stand.
God damn, I wish I could watch
She'll have mascara running.
Yes.
From the town.
Andrew, I'm so sad about this.
I used to walk a dog in the building where Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively lived.
Wait, I've been to that building.
I can't say the address.
I've been to that building and I recorded with you.
Oh, really?
Right?
Maybe.
Who's to say?
I saw them all the time. I used to work out at the gym in the building, and they're like, why is the dog walker working out in the gym? It was weird. But, yeah.
Okay. The Dodgers won the World Series.
Yes, they did.
Second time in a row.
First time at Ashley's wedding.
Okay, can I just tell you how funny this is? Ashley's wedding was Game 7 of the World Series
Yes.
in Los Angeles.
I know.
And every man at that wedding had a phone out on mute, up under the centerpiece. Every man's eyes were at the center of the table. And somebody even said to me, our video guy actually was like, a lot of the guys seem to be like fighting with their girlfriends. Did you notice that? And I go, no, they're all watching the World Series.
Yeah, and all the women were getting mad that we were watching.
Yes!
And there were a lot of like silent fist pumps and stuff. And it's like, but people were still involved. People were able to multitask. I feel like people are able to watch a game. We're trained enough as men to do both.
I was sitting with you and my agent, and that's so LA. Me and my agent had
Yeah.
dinner together. And the two of you had a little camera, but you guys paid attention to the speeches. You weren't being like total assholes.
No. Yeah, and look, it was an amazing game. Like, it was hard to compete, but that's how great the wedding was. Because it's still managed to get our attention.
That's so true.
Yeah, because that's not easy to compete against. I mean, it literally went to the 11th inning, and they won by 1 run. LA won, which is crazy.
That was a crazy game, and to have it be at her wedding. At one point, one of my friends' husbands walked by me with one AirPod in, and I was
Yeah, I saw a guy in full uniform. And like
that was the
taking back.
that was the Halloween party.
Oh,
Andrew.
I thought that was the wedding. No, it was interesting. There were definitely a couple times where guys were like, yes, and it wasn't for the speech. It wasn't, but it was like.
So the game started during the ceremony. The first inning was during the ceremony. Do you think that people were listening to the?
I know there was one guy there apparently who was watching during the ceremony part, and that's the first inning, and that is uncalled for. Like it's one thing to check in the 10th inning when the game's on the line. If you're like listening to the pregame while you're trying, yeah, it was insane.
That is so crazy. Like, unless you work for the team, there is no excuse. I don't care if you are the number one fan unless you previously played for the team. Honestly, even that. You have, how many innings are on a base?
9.
It's the first inning. You could skip it.
It's a wild thing to do.
It's insane. Honestly, like even football games, if like the teams are pretty equally matched, I don't need to watch until the fourth quarter.
Yes. It's a wild thing. Unless he had money on the game or money on the first inning.
All right. So I don't have anything else to say about the Dodgers winning the World Series. Do you?
No, just that what's beautiful about their team is it's diverse. It's very diverse, and people were talking about that, especially nowadays with how things that are going down, is that diversity is a strength, and that's amazing that they were able to win with that. But they also have like $1 billion salary cap, and they pay more money than anyone else. So it kind of balances out. But it's cool to see them win. I like their team. I like Ohtani, who's literally like Babe Ruth. He's the guy that pitches and hits.
Okay.
Good-looking Asian man.
I don't know one thing about baseball. I mean, you could ask me to name more than 4 teams. I couldn't do it.
What is it? Yeah, it's so amazing how much useless information guys have in regards to sports, and that takes up their brain.
Yes.
Useless.
What do
Like
you
I
think-
know who has like the 3rd most ever home runs. It's like, why is that in my brain?
My dad knows that stuff. My
Yeah.
dad and my brother have like dedicated their lives to like sports stats.
But they can't remember like when the flight is with your wife for
He doesn't remember my birthday.
Well, this is what you got to do. You got to look up what happened that day in baseball, and then combine the two, so he'll never forget.
My dad really would remember my birthday.
If you gave him a stat,
100%. 100%. The stat isn't that your daughter was born today.
what is your birthday? What is your birthday?
June 17th.
All right, look.
And I'll tell you how easy. Me, my brother, and my mom were all born on the 17th of different months.
Yeah.
So like,
well, that gets tough.
all he has to do is remember the month. As long as he knows we're in June.
I would argue that's harder
Based on what?
because they're all 17. So then he has to. Yes, he just has to remember the month, but he has to remember which month.
You think it's harder to remember which month I was born?
I don't know. Everyone 17 complicates things.
I'll give
to
you
me.
another stat on
Okay.
this one. My dad is born the same month as me. So we're
Okay.
both June.
Well, then, yeah. Now you're twins. Yeah. No. It gets worse. It
I
gets
have
worse.
to text him all the time and tell him it's my brother's birthday. My brother did have to text me and tell me it was my sister-in-law's birthday, though.
You know
I
what?
did forget.
What? COVID.
People.
Isn't that fun? That'd be so great to just use that stuff on COVID.
I'm pretty self-involved, and everyone knows that. So
Yes.
it's fine.
I don't know what month it is. I don't pay attention to dates anymore. Our jobs are very weird like that. If we had a normal job and it's like, this is the month, the week, everyone, Labor Day, you get off. And like, you concentrate on the calendar. This is summer break for the kids. This is when school starts. Then this is when my daughter's birthday is.
But I could tell you the dates of pretty much all of our live shows for the last 7 years.
Okay.
That information I have.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
April 18th.
What's
1980.
What's the sign associated with
I'm
that?
an Aries on the cusp of Taurus.
Okay, you didn't quite make it to Taurus.
No.
Taurus men are famously terrible, so you
Really?
made it right under the cut.
I feel more Aries from what I've heard.
What's an Aries man?
Just huge cock.
I don't want to know.
No, obviously it's not.
You give boyfriend dick energy.
It's exactly how my wife describes it. Well, husband dick energy, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you famously have described where you can have sex multiple times and you can still, go skiing that day.
You're not ripped to shreds.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely didn't say ski. It wasn't an outdoor activity. It was like take a walk. You could take a walk without being in pain the next day.
No, that describes me pretty well.
All right. Well, we're going to just take one more quick ad break and then we'll get right back into it. This episode is brought to you by Saks Fifth Avenue. So Ashley and I have been talking about Saks for weeks now, and I love it more and more all the time. It makes shopping feel really personal. And with fall coming up and it's time to gift other people, it is a perfect place to go for a holiday shop. So if you go to their site right now, they have a holiday gift section. They have for her, for him, beauty gifts. They have best-selling gifts, and it's a massive range. So if you want to get somebody perfume, if you want to get somebody a jacket, jewelry, shoes. I think the shopping for men is really, really tough. And thinking of things that everybody doesn't have, little gifty things. I mean, there's Santal candles. There are Prada hair clips.
Love it.
The range on this is huge. They have these amazing coffee mug set by Zwilling. I'm gonna butcher the name of that. They have pajamas. They have bags. They have lipsticks. I mean, it's just. I'm not a great gift giver. And I tend to type in what to get for him, and you get all the same articles, and then you end up just buying the same people the same stuff every single year. And so I like what Saks does, and you're not just going to be giving them the same gifts that everybody else is giving. It's through your own personal style. You can do everything on your agenda right there. So if you want to get something for kids, for your man, for your parents, everything is right there. And if you're like me and you're looking for something just a little bit different, there's great ideas. There's a ton of brands, huge range of prices and options. So shopping can be fun and easy. You can head to Saks Fifth Avenue for inspiring ways to elevate your personal style and your gift giving every single day.
Love that.
Okay, and Quo. So running a business on a clunky old phone system is competing with a hand tied behind your back, and you can miss all these calls and leave money on the table. So Quo, formerly Open Phone, is a modern alternative. It's built to help you make smarter decisions, build stronger relationships, and never miss an opportunity. It is the #1 phone system that streamlines customer communications. You don't have to juggle 2 phones and be tied to a landline, and your team can share one number, which is great. You can collaborate on calls and text, sort of like a shared inbox. It'll keep the response times super fast, keep your customers happy. They have a smarter built-in AI system, so they'll log calls, they'll create summaries for you, they're going to automate next steps. I mean, I wish this existed when I worked in corporate America. Maybe I'd still be in corporate America. Whether you're a solo operator or leading a growing team, Quo can help you get connected and help you deliver standout customer experiences. Join over 90,000 businesses using Quo. Get started for free plus 20% off your first 6 months at quo.com/GGE. That's QUO.com/GGE. And if you have existing numbers with another service, Quo will port them over at no extra charge. Quo, no missed calls, no missed customers. Okay, and Merit Beauty. So when it comes to makeup, what's kind of in the formula matters just as much as how it looks. And there's so many products that are heavy and packed with ingredients, and you don't want them on your skin. And it's so interesting because we put so much money and time into our skincare routines, but sometimes what's in makeup, the thing that sits on your face and your body the longest throughout the day, can kind of be an afterthought. And I love what Merit Beauty is doing. It's simple, clean essentials that don't sort of overwhelm you. It's a minimalist beauty brand. They have elevated makeup and skincare designed to help you look put together in minutes. So that's what I'm wearing. I just have, since I've been introduced to this company, I'm just loving it. Their bestsellers are proof of why less is really more. So they have a flush balm that gives you this natural, healthy glow without kind of overdoing it. Sometimes I just find those things to be just like a little much. And one is sold every 30 seconds in 2024. That's how good it is. They have, then there's the Minimalist, which sort of works like a double duty as a foundation and concealer. So you can get quick coverage without layering on a bunch of products. And again, that's the thing that's going to sit on your face all day long. Why wouldn't you want something of the highest quality? And if it's a no makeup day, you can do Merit's Great Skin Serum. That's really all you need. It instantly hydrates you and plumps you for this like fresh, dewy look. I'm really loving it. And as I get older, it's more and more important to me to think about what is on my face and body all day long. So right now, Merit Beauty is offering our listeners their signature makeup bag with your first order at meritbeauty.com. That's MERIT beauty.com to get your free signature makeup bag with your first order, meritbeauty.com. All right, I'm going to talk about this People magazine article. RichTok influencer Becca Bloom breaks down controversial relationship rules with her husband who pays for everything. So if you've never been on like RichTok, Becca Bloom, really famous for just sort of talking about her lifestyle. She seems like very sweet and cute. She talks about her private chef and her homes and her clothing. And I mean, people are obsessed with just watching just the depth of wealth in this girl's life. She recently got married. And this TikTok that she posted went really viral. She posted it with her now husband about the rules that they have with each other to make their relationship better. So I had you watch this so you could weigh in on it. I thought it'd be a fun relationship topic. So here's the rules. We never talk negatively about each other in front of other people. If I have something to say to them, I'll say that to their face.
Okay. When I talked about calling the cops earlier with Brenna and us fighting, I was kidding. That wasn't real.
I know, Andrew.
I would never talk badly about
I
us.
find it crazy when people speak about their partner negatively in public.
Yeah, but I do think that there's like a level. If it's in front of each other, I think you should be able to do it. I think you should be able to make fun of one another and having an audience in front and not be like, I can't believe.
Can't you feel like the difference though? Like it's a very distinct difference of couples when they're like both in on it and then when one person is just kind of like ragging on the other person.
Yes.
I see it in comedy a lot too. Like when I hear comedians speak about their partners, there's just a tone, you know it instantly when like the partner's kind of in on it or when the partner is just there as like the butt of the joke.
Yes, you can feel that. You could also sense like, oh, this relationship's not going to last long. They're getting divorced soon because she or he seems very angry about the most minute things ever. And if this is what they're mad about, I can only imagine what's happening
Behind closed doors?
Behind closed doors.
Totally. Okay, the next one is once a week, he says, I sit Becca down, I compliment her for an hour straight.
Okay, if you watch this video, by the way, going just real quick to the first one, watch his smile when she says, we never talk bad about each other in front of people. We never do that. And it focuses on his face, and he has a smile like he's been locked in a cage for like a decade, and she only feeds him like pizza rolls like through the cage. And he just goes, we never, like you'll see, he's trapped.
Okay.
There's a man trapped in there if you watch the video. Anyhow.
I just want to not stick up for him, but like when you're not used to being on camera and somebody is in front of you talking and you're behind them, I do think you're kind of like, I don't know where to look or what to do with my body.
You mean trapped? You mean trapped? He's trapped. I'm telling you.
No.
That's what I got. No, she is it's very dark, this video. I see, and maybe I'm projecting onto it, but I'm telling you right now that second thing of the compliment for an hour each week, one-sided, is psychopathic. It's crazy. I don't know why it like really bothered me. Just imagine, okay, an hour. 1 hour of me complimenting you.
Just imagine it right now.
Every week? Every
day.
Oh my God, this is insanity. It is fake, it's performative, it's not real, and it's selfish. And I hate it.
Well, I like her, and we don't rag on women on this show. Andrew.
I'm not ragging on women. I'm ragging on an influencer who happens to be a woman. Okay, how can I come up with an hour each week of compliments? How's that possible?
A fresh hour is interesting.
Each week.
Each week a fresh hour.
Does she
would be
give him
tough.
compliments?
That was not part of the video.
I love women. I don't want. This is not women bashing. Okay, here. This is how it would be. I love your nails. I really like your hands. Eventually, okay, your hair is nice. You have a great personality. I like your laugh.
Well, you would have to talk about something that happened this
You know how
week,
long
right?
that was? 7 seconds.
It was the best 7 seconds of my life.
Your birthday's June 17th.
That was the best 17 seconds of my life. And honestly, listen, what we all strive for is a partner that you don't need to have dedicated scheduled compliment time, right? You just want somebody that thinks you're the best thing in the world all the time.
Yes. That's fine. It has to be organic.
Okay, Andrew, let me ask you. What if it was turned around? What if you got an hour of compliments from Brenna every week? Doesn't that feel nice?
I would hate it.
No, you
I would
wouldn't.
hate it. I'd feel like they're all lies.
All
There's
right.
no way I would put that on someone.
Okay. Well, if you hate that rule, you're going to really hate the third rule.
That one really bothered me, though. But go ahead. Let me see. Because this video, I was cringe. I was walking around New York City, literally, I had hair coming up on my arms. I was so angry.
Okay, but here's the thing. When I look at couples and I'm like, I would never do this thing that they do. If it works for them.
But does it?
They're married. I'm not.
Okay, what's the third one?
Okay, number 3. She says, I'm very lucky to have my own finances, but in our relationship, David pays for everything. And he says, isn't that the bare minimum because your time really is valuable? And in the past, she says, when he's wasted my time, I send him an invoice. So it's twofold. He pays for everything.
Yes. I send him an invoice. I mean, it is. And she's a billionaire. It is just so diabolical. And this is visceral for me because it's just so selfish and so self-involved. But I think why it's so annoying is because if someone was doing something so blatantly bad, people can go, that's terrible. What she does is people go, wow, you really value yourself. You're so, I wish I had this. It's like hiding in plain sight to me that she's a monster.
Listen, I can't relate to that. I mean, the words of Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. I'm not. I can't relate to that. When two people are so rich that money doesn't matter at all, they're sending each other invoices. It's hilarious. If there was a power dynamic and an imbalance of finances, different.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying that the invoices, it's funny.
I'm saying at that level, who cares? It's not one of them makes a ton of money, the other one doesn't. I think they have so much money, it doesn't matter. He could invoice her for $1 million. It wouldn't matter.
So him even paying for things is fun. It's pretend.
Yes, it's it's water under the bridge.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like in a relationship when that stuff happens and it's just expected and it's this is what he does, I don't know. I don't think it ends well.
I don't think you're supposed to take relationship advice from these people. I wouldn't take relationship advice from anybody that their life doesn't have anything to do with mine. Their consequences are different than mine. Their standard of living is different than mine. That's why I find this blanket relationship advice so stupid when people are just leave him, break up with him, all that stuff. It's I don't know. Other people want kids. I don't. So they have to operate a certain way in the world. Some people really need to rely on the finances of their partner. I'm never going to have to do that. I built a life so that thankfully, hopefully somebody can just rely on me. Somebody can invoice me.
Well, maybe that is why I'm projecting so much because I still, I'm not doing terribly, but I'm not, rent's expensive in New York. We still have to, me and my wife, she's an esthetician. We still do have to balance our budget to be able to pay rent. And it's still it's forced on us to have to deal with who pays for what.
Totally.
And they're just I pay for this. I invoice you. Maybe that's why I'm so angry because of my own finances.
I think that we as a society should be able to objectively look at content and be this does not apply to me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, now in that sense,
But
these
it
guys
is-
are great.
Listen, it's rage bait. I'm just fucking with you. All of this is rage bait.
Yeah, but if you look at the comments, I thought it was going to be all hate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I wish I had this. You go, girl. You're amazing. I wish I had a boy like this. And not one person, like one comment was like negative.
This is gross. People love her. She's really
crazy.
She's sort of interesting because she's not open to feedback, and you can't have like a one-sided fight with somebody. She's like, try to cancel me. I'm never going to acknowledge this. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so we always wrap up with headlines. I'm going to breeze through two, and then we actually have like we have a caller today. It's Ashley.
Okay.
She sent me a headline. So the headlines that I wrote: Chrishell Stause reveals what Selling Sunset producers refused to air. So there's some drama and tea on the set of Selling Sunset, where Chrishell was basically saying she was forced into these scenes with people and forced to fight with people. Like, what else is new? It's reality TV. Britney Spears deletes Instagram account after a series of cryptic posts. I always root for Britney. It's just, I want her to relax a little bit, and she deserves that. And just maybe get off Instagram for a little. And then our final headline, which I didn't know anything about, Ashley said, are you guys going to talk about the Erika, Kirk, and JD Vance hug? I don't know about it, and you do.
I do.
Let's close with that.
I know too much about it.
Teach me.
Okay, we all know Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife. Obviously, the murder was terrible. JD Vance has now... She's gone on like a tour, like promoting Turning Point, and now it's just weird. They're like forcing JD Vance to fill the role of her husband, her ex-husband, her late husband.
Well, he immediately co-hosted the Charlie Kirk podcast following his murder.
Yes.
Okay.
So she brings him on before bringing him on stage. She goes, this man is amazing. I see qualities of my husband in this man. And then she brought up his wife for a second, but it kind of felt like shade.
Uh-huh.
So he's married to an Indian woman, and a lot of these people that love Turning Point are they want white Christians, and that's it. And she's Indian and Hindu. So then she brings up JD Vance, and they embrace. If you saw your man getting hugged like this, not only does it hug, he grabs her hips underneath, like her waist, on her ass. Like he has 2 fingers on her ass, right? She has her hands in his hair, stroking his head with her fingers, and it's long. And then she's wearing black leather pants, and he's in there, and it's like literally like 7 seconds of this embrace.
It's too long for a hug.
It is too long. And when does a hand go on the back of a husband's hand?
My hand is only back there on somebody I'm sleeping with.
Yes.
I'm not accusing them of sleeping together. I'm just saying, like, that. The only time I touch the back of a man's head like that, sex.
And so then JD Vance gets on stage, and in his speech, he talks about his wife being Hindu and how he wishes she would convert to Christianity. So you tell me, if they're not going to get separated and divorced, and he's going to end up with Erika Kirk because she's blonde hair, blue eyed, so when he makes a run for presidency, they're going to team up together.
Okay, this is a hot take. All right, we're going to close the episode out with that hot take. Andrew, thank you for being here. My first ever co-host that is not Ashley. How do you feel?
I think I did terrible.
Andrew, you were great.
Give me an hour of compliments after this.
Okay, we're going to go to lunch, and I'll give you an hour of compliments. I love you so much. You are so funny. People can come see you.
Oh, my God. I have a show, New York City, November 13th, 10:15 p.m., New York Comedy Club, Upper West Side. Please come to the show.
Hell yeah.
Please. Andrew T. Collin on Instagram. And then I'm also a guest host on Taylor Strucker's podcast each week.
Okay, and you know where to find us at girlsgottaeat.com. Get those tour tickets for the holiday shows in LA and New York, 2 nights only. I am Raina Greenberg. That is Raina.Greenberg on Instagram. You can follow us at Girls Gotta Eat on Instagram, Girls Gotta Eat Podcast. And we will see you on Monday with my current and forever co-host, Ashley Hesseltine, when she is back from her honeymoon. And that's it. Have a great weekend, guys.
Thanks for having me.